Hey everyone, just a quick and kind of boring update. So the three issues we have are almost resolved. At least this part will be boring. Then I'll just explain some things real quick, I guess. But I'm going to keep this short and keep the fire for as it's happening. Anyway, here you go. So I was having issues with the email service going down over and over again. The server couldn't figure it out. But anyway, got a hold of the server tech. We went through it and it's now fixed and it's working fine. So that's all good to go. Then I was also having problems with this. What I thought I was having problems with turned out to just be from testing to ensure that the new functions are done. And that's good. That's all done. So there's that. And then the whole bit about testing that whole subloop process for pausing and resuming and reverting and restoring and all that jazz. All that is finished, and so that's being added to all the assistants. So anybody can call and adjust their own assistant, that kind of thing. That is so cool. There's more I'll talk about when it comes to the AI functionality, but it's nuts. Then finally, there's this bit, and this is for the website installer. When you get a template, it installs, creates the pages, then goes through a bunch of SEO checks. Well, you can buy it, it'll install, it'll create the pages, but it's not quite finished going through all the SEO steps, but it will be soon. Hopefully, by the time I wake up in the morning, because it's about 10:15 at night, this stuff will be done, and then I'll be able to roll with it. So there is that. I think that was, yeah, that's it for the updates there. What do I have left? Okay, had a few calls today that were really cool. One's with a roofing company. They got their own $2 million factory that they own, or warehouse, I guess, place where they keep all their stuff for delivery. And they've got two locations. One's in Florida, one's in Texas. And they really want to take off and start overwhelming everything. And they're getting into understanding the value of AI. If anything, for content generation, SEO updates, and you know, prequel and stuff on the phone is even secondary to them. But there's another company, and they're a big financial company with a lot of affiliates who are interested in what we can do for their downline. And their downline doesn't have anything, and we're about to put this thing out for them. So there could be as many as 3,000 people interested in that. Here's what's cool about that. When you think about the value of a single customer, what if that single customer has 1,000 downline members that each pick up a package for a certain amount per month, 197 a month. And then let's say the cost on that package, true cost for each guy to take care of their needs and automated, but still comes to like 47 bucks a month. So it's 150 a month that comes in off of that. But you got 1,000 people doing that. It's 150,000 a month. Now that kind of a thing can happen from one client, because they have a program and they have a downline. And programs like this can be found easily. You can look up stuff like financial reseller networks and stuff, you know, and you can do a Google search for that, right? Become a partner, you know, financials or insurance, things like this. There are lots and lots of people with huge groups that they need to help, and they don't really have a plan for or a program that's very good. And the fact that we can harness that and build something for them and put that out, and it's beneficial to everybody, and it's automated. So it's SaaS, right? Software as a service, and AI as a service involved in that entire process. That's huge. And then some of the stuff that we were talking about was not just being able to do like lead qual by AI or cold calling by AI, all of which is awesome. But the fact that we can take a questionnaire and have it produce a form, send one in one language to the program owner and another to the guy who signed up, say, or did the questionnaire, whether it's signed up or like a doctor's questionnaire. I mean, there are all these things that can be done. And so we were talking about that. And then that led to even more stuff, like using AI to grade the quality of the calls and be able to update them automatically in the back end or run new tests, split tests. That's part of it. And then just the notion that you can go internationally with a lot of things now, because language is no longer really a barrier. So these are things that don't exist but can be implemented today. The functionality exists today to be able to pull that off. in very many languages. So these are things that on demand, we can pick up and do for people. And the point is, any one client can scale or scope. Scale meaning they have lots of downline members, and so we can get their downline members to go paying for things that they themselves would not. But their members, many of them would, or selectively they would. A chunk of them would. That's scale. Scope is take something that works in a region and expand the region to new territories. And if that means new languages, so be it. But being able to support all of that, whether it's customer service, cold calling, lead qualification, filling out questionnaires, submitting forms, whatever it is, crafting emails and delivering them in different languages while on the call. It's possible to have a conversation with Tom, and Tom likes that, and he would like that explained to the leader of the program, who might be from South Korea. And it's possible that we can craft the mail with the points in South Korean for whoever that is, Danny, and send it to the guy, Dan, and send the English copy to the other guy so he knows what we sent them by the time the call's done. And this could happen with 100 calls at once with 100 different purposes at the same time. So what I'm saying is this. A lot of what makes this hard to just package and sell right away is the fact that it's never existed. So nobody has a clear package and a clear selling mechanism and a clear way of explaining it. But the fact that we can start offering it through our people, that's where you take your 1,000 people and you send something through and only one guy replies. But you send something else through and you get some more replies. You send something else through and you get some more replies. You send something else through and you get some more replies. So you can use 1,000 people a whole lot more efficiently, right? And that's the reality check of what we're building into place right now. Okay, 7-minute update. I think it's good enough for tonight. We're between points A and B, but we're really getting where we're going quickly. And this is going to just explode as we finally say, okay, we've got it under control. Let's roll it out. And I want to make it transparent. So in such a way that you guys can see like the calls, you can see emails. I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll figure it out. Yeah, I can't wait. We're really just about there with these functions. Like I said, these things have been like mainly resolved, and probably by the time I wake up in the morning, it'll all be done. And then it'll be a good time to start crafting messages and running them out and seeing what people key on, and then talking to them about what we can do for them and figuring out how to format it. And the main goal is to keep creating systems that we can then launch through the entire group to see who else wants a version of that. Like when we do the affiliate system, okay, for the one group. By the time we have that built as a model, that's a model as a service, so to speak. It's software as a service, but with a purpose. So there are a lot of people that have downlines. When I say sign up for the financial reseller program, you can go to, what are some of these places where people hang out, Twitch and stuff, right? And you can find the groups, find the leaders of the groups, is what we can do, and then see, hey, we can do a model like this for your group. We can do a model like that for your group and your group and your group. The point is the amount of time spent on any one of these guys could be worth 1,000 people each, 500 people, 2,000 people, 2,500 people, who knows how many people each. But massive rounds of buyers. Now, of course, profits are split with the owners of the programs, but who cares? Any kind of recurring income streams that involves hundreds and hundreds of people, whatever the split is, it still becomes hugely profitable to keep running it, especially if it's, as we run it, AI is babysitting it more and more on our behalf. And that's exactly where this is going. And we can keep scaling and scoping. Scaling meaning record the webinars and keep replaying the best webinars, for each group, the best webinar for each group as an evergreen. And so we keep getting more people signing up and plugged in. And then at the same time, scoping, in other words, reaching out in new territories, speak to people on their own turf, new languages, new regions, build things up. All right, there you go. There's the update for now. Just wanted to let you know. And yeah, this is on a roll. So I'm pretty excited. We're finally getting somewhere real. Okay.